enough to make you finally believe in the Indianapolis Colts?
Let me tell you what I do believe in. I do believe in Jonathan Taylor.
Yes.
And I think Jonathan Taylor has actually a stronger case to be included in real MVP consideration than Saquon did last year.
Really?
Yes, because Jonathan Taylor doesn't have the quarterback or the receivers or the defense that Saquon did.
Okay.
And if we show you Jonathan Taylor's numbers, also last year, Saquon had an amazing year, but Derrick Henry had 90% of the year.
Yes.
This year, Jonathan Taylor's on pace to win the rushing title by 500 yards and score 10 more TDs than anybody else. So I do believe in Jonathan Taylor. But do I believe, and I mostly believe in Shane Steichen, but do I believe that Daniel Jones can keep this magic trick going? I do not. And I understand. We all want to believe. And you watch it long enough, and you say, wait, it feels real. And there is a childlike nature almost where you're like, logically, I know it's not real, but I watch it week after week after week. And if you see it long enough, you tell yourself, well, maybe if I just suspend disbelief, maybe there actually is something mystical going on. Maybe Daniel Jones could go to Arrowhead and win the AFC title, or host the AFC title game and then win the Super Bowl. And then you are snapped back to reality and you say, it's a fun show, but I know that's not real. And that's the idea that Daniel Jones is going to go through, maybe Lamar, certainly Josh, young star Drake May, and then end boss Patrick Mahomes to make the Super Bowl. So no, it's an amazing story and very entertaining.
Yeah, very much.
High octane every weekend.
I'm like, wow.
But I do not believe, Coach, that this is the best team in football.
Yeah, I didn't come away from the game yesterday thinking that things had changed. They played the Titans, who's arguably the worst team in the league, with an interim head coach, with a rookie quarterback who's struggling, mightily. So I would have gone the other way had they struggled against the Titans and said this is more magic than reality. I would say, though, Daniel Jones, in watching him at the Giants, he was about as tough as any quarterback I've ever seen. I've rarely seen someone take the beating that Daniel Jones took and be able to come back and play, to even play the way that he did. So there is a Jalen Hurts type quality to Daniel Jones, I think, and with this formula seemed very much in line with the Eagles type formula. And I do think Jonathan Taylor is having a year that could carry the team further than
expected.
They've already done further than what was expected. But Daniel Jones, I think, can be efficient enough to be as much a part of the formula as Jalen Hurts was.
First of all, that was excellent.
What?
That
My analysis?
I didn't. Was there something here?
I didn't even know. I thought you were just talking about me.
I was so caught up in what Nick was saying.
Thank you, Coach.
I mean, that is the question. Because everything, and I know they don't have like the elite receivers. They got a nice little core.
They have a nice receiving core.
Right, but it's not, the Bengals or something
Make
like
some
that.
amazing catches.
Maybe they're making names for themselves, but they have the great running back and then a lot of really good players. And it's hard to believe that Daniel Jones is going to make this jump. Obviously, Greg has believed in him, saw something in him.
For Greg, it's not really a jump. Greg thought he was already good, really good.
You did see things with the Giants. His rookie year, Coach, was good. And then he started getting, they had a bunch of offensive coordinators, different head coaches, and he had a number of those guys throughout his career there. His first year with Dable was really good. Didn't throw a lot of touchdowns, but played a good playoff game. And maybe with Steichen, I don't think he'll ever be like a top 5 quarterback or anything like that. But maybe with Steichen, he is, say, the next Sam Darnold. And we have seen him be really good in a playoff game. He was great in his first one when we beat Minnesota and then struggled in the next one. But I look, they've beaten 2 winning teams, Denver and the Chargers. But they've done to the tomato cans what they should do. Like, they crush them.
I mean,
they don't just beat.
those
They crush them. Here's the thing, and you shouldn't worry about them from a Chiefs perspective. But 2 things I would look at. They could be the number 1 seed.
Yes.
Because their schedule, I mean, we know they're in not a tough division, and they don't have, many great teams left on their
Kansas City and Seattle are the toughest.
That's
that
it.
Week 12 off of a bye, very instructive.
Well, and that'll be interesting how they approach, because the second thing I was going to say, Lou Anarumo, their defensive coordinator, who we know has played well against the Chiefs when he was in Cincinnati. So it'll be interesting, Coach, to see how they play that game.
Yeah.
If you were in their shoe, like Anarumo, I imagine you would not show the Chiefs a lot of your stuff defensively. Is that fair to say?
I would imagine they're going to do what they can to beat the Chiefs because they're in a different spot than where Kansas City is. And Nick talks about it all the time, where a lot of times during the regular season, they're doing things knowing that they're going to be in the postseason, where Indianapolis is still trying to gain the confidence that they are an elite team. So to get a win like that at that point in the season could be a moment for them, and from a momentum perspective, very powerful.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so funny to see them talk in circles. They're doing everything they can to say everything but that the Indianapolis Colts are a great team, that they have a great quarterback and a great coach and a great roster and a great offense and a great defense and are a top team in the NFL. It's not that hard to say. Just say it because it's the reality. You say, oh, I don't know if so-and-so will ever be a top 5 quarterback. Sam Darnold's balling right now. Daniel Jones is a top 5 quarterback right now, whether you want to admit it or not. Like, that is how he is playing right now. And you're mostly sold on Shane Steichen. Shane Steichen is an awesome offensive coach. He's proven that. So the doubt around the Colts is crazy to me. I mean, I get it conceptually, but like, get over it, man. Get over it right now. This is a real team. And Colts fans, I'm asking you, please watch the full length of the video. Please subscribe. I keep trying to make Colts videos, but not a lot of people watch them, and I really am trying my best, and that's why I really am so, like, I'm not backing down. I'm still recording and making Colts videos, even if not a lot of people watch them. But when you guys watch the full length of the video, when you subscribe, like, this is what happens. Like, you get such a massive jump. And I want to be able to make more Indianapolis Colts videos because I actually am a believer of them. I actually do believe in Shane Steichen. I do believe in Daniel Jones. I believe in Jonathan Taylor. I believe in everything that this team is doing. And we can keep making stuff up to try to fit this narrative that we had prior to anything. And it's just that. It's made up, like Nick is talking about sleight of hand and tricks and magic and all that that's what Daniel Jones is doing. No, the conversation that they're having is actually the sleight of hand. That's actually the magic, because it's just, don't look at all this other amazing stuff they're doing. None of that is true. It's actually what I'm saying. Don't let your eyes tell the truth. What you're seeing, hearing, and feeling, it's what I say is the truth. That's actually what it is. And it's like, and this is what's so annoying about this situation right here with the Colts. Listen, statistically, the odds are against their favor to win a Super Bowl, like it is for every team. So there's a great chance, okay? There's a great chance, and this is obviously not me hating on the Colts, that the Colts don't win the Super Bowl, okay? It's like that for every team right now. You have better odds to not win the Super Bowl, okay? And so this is one of those, if the Colts keep winning, it's, I don't believe in them, I don't believe in them. And if they do eventually lose, like in a playoffs, it's, I told you the Colts aren't really that good. And it's just like, But yet they didn't do that when the Rams lost, when the Commanders lost, when the Chiefs lost, when the Bills lost. Right? Like they didn't do it about those teams. So it's just really frustrating when you get this type of situation with the Colts. And so the only response to that is keep winning. Don't give them a chance. And so I do think you bring out all the stops to defeat the Chiefs if you can. That's really important. That's momentum building. You're not gonna not show your tricks, because at this point I don't think there's these like magical formulas to trying to beat really any team, but especially the Kansas City Chiefs and whatnot. So especially Patrick Mahomes and Andy and co, like having experience facing the coaching staff and whatnot. So I wouldn't be too concerned about that. But the wins are there. The Steelers should be a tough game. Falcons will be an interesting game. I don't even know who their quarterback is. Is it Kirk Cousins or Michael Penix? The Chiefs obviously will be the hardest game. Texans will be a tough defense, so I'm excited to see what the offense looks like. And then the Jags, the Jags have not been good. The Seahawks will be a great game. I'm excited for that game. Battle of the redemption quarterbacks. The 49ers by week 16, man, I don't know how healthy or unhealthy they're going to be. Is Brock Purdy back in the lineup? Like, definitely a weird situation with them. And then obviously the Jags and the Texans again. So, like, the wins are there. Even if we give away the tough losses, like teams that, again, not saying you're going to lose, but let's just say you lose to the Chiefs. Let's say you lose to the Seahawks. Let's just say you split with either the Jags or the Texans. I don't think you split with both of them, but let's just say you split one of them, right? So that gives you 3 losses. So make you about a 4-win team. That will put you in the position to either have home field advantage and the bye, or just shy of it, so the 2nd seed most likely. And then really the only team that could make you go on the road at that point would most likely be the Patriots. That means the Patriots would have to keep winning. Like, it most likely can't be the Chiefs. I guess the Broncos. I guess there's some of these other teams like the Broncos. I guess it's not just the Patriots. Maybe the Bills, but because again, you got to factor in that those teams are going to probably also have a couple other losses throughout the course of the season. So I'm just trying to do like the loose math here. The Patriots are going to be the team that has the best position to kind of endure some losses, I guess, as well as the Broncos. So even in that scenario, there's still a real scenario where if you keep winning, like you still even if you only have the 2 seed or something, you still have home field advantage in the AFC Championship game, especially if it's against a team like potentially like the Chiefs, or I'm trying to think if there's any other random dark horse teams like the Ravens or something, the Bengals, the Steelers even. So it's right there. I mean, it is with this schedule, and again, you'd have to really start to look at the schedule of all these other teams as well. I know the Patriots, that's why I said the Patriots originally, because they have a very forgiving schedule for sure, and the Bills to a degree as well. So, yeah, it's right there. It's right there. So, no, I'm not going to downplay the Colts. I do believe in them. I'm sick of the whole, and think about this. This is what they said about Sam Darnold all last year. Oh, he's a pumpkin, he's a pumpkin, he's a pumpkin, he's a pumpkin, he's a pumpkin. Well, that pumpkin is playing awesome right now. And he not only played awesome with the Minnesota Vikings, but now he's also playing awesome with a completely different team, with a completely different roster, and a completely different coaching staff. Go figure. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Indianapolis Colts? Are you finally ready to believe in them, or you still believe that it is nothing but fool's gold and sleight of hand, as Nick is putting it? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please, as I said, do consider subscribing. Really am trying to build the best possible community that I can. And so subscribing goes a long way to being part of that. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.